Sit in any comfortable posture. It may be Padmasana, Siddhasana or Sukhasana. Keep your spine, neck and head erect. Eyes closed. And again, remember, we are going to practice yoga. What is the meaning of yoga? Yoga means to come in our own self. This is our aim, to come in our own self. We need awareness, focusedness, high level of concentration. Without awareness and concentration, we cannot reach there. So try to be fully aware all the time. Be aware and start taking deep and long breath. Make your breath deeper and deeper, longer and longer. With the deep and long breath, now pray consciously. Pray with full awareness. Pray for wisdom and knowledge. Pray for sound health. And pray for love and harmony. Health to everyone. Pray for it. But remember, you have to be very conscious. And now, praying it sincerely and devotedly, make your breath normal. After making your breath normal, chant Om 3 times, but remember with full awareness. Now open your eyes and let us start practice our neck exercise first. Do everything with full awareness. Forward and backward. Sidewards. Now rotation. After this, we will do arms exercise. Keep your arms stretched in front. Close your fist tightly and open it tightly with awareness. Then wrist, then palms stretching, then elbows, then shoulders, and now this one. This one. And after this, we will do our leg exercise. Toes, feet, ankle joint, butterfly, do everything with full awareness. Bend forward as much as you can do comfortably with full awareness. Relax, then bend sideward. Yeah, please bend sideward. Feel here, then relax. Other side. Be fully aware. And then relax. Now, please stand up. Take one deep and long breath and do Tadasana. Just closer your toes and heels and stretch your arms up with interlocked fingers and lift it up. Lift your heels up and both hips should be together. Relax. Now keep it up and down. Both heels should be together. Remember, both toes should be together and do it as many times as you can do comfortably, at least 20 to 25 times. Relax and then keep your heels together but toes apart and then lift it up, heels up and down. Be fully aware. And now keep your heels apart and toes together and then lift it up. Relax. Now bend from your knees a bit and hold your knees from your hands and rotate your knees. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. Do it with full awareness. Relax. And now you have to lift your one leg and hand, one leg, lift one leg and keep your hands like this, touch it, and then other leg up and the same side of hands, lift it up like this, up and down 5 to 10 times. You have not to hold here. Leg should be straight. and and do the same thing back also. Lift your leg back and hands also in the back side. Same side of hand and leg should be raised. And now do the same thing in the side. Lift your leg in the side and raise your arms also in the side. Same side of hand and legs. Relax. And now after this, you have to keep your legs apart about 1 to 2 feet and interlock your fingers, stretch your arms up, bend right and left 5 times each side. Five times. Right, left, right, left. You have not to bend forward, remember, only side bending. And after 5 times, then you have to bend back, not forward, only bend back. 3 to 4 times. And then you have to keep your arms back to your body and interlock your fingers and then bend forward and lift your arms up also. Do it 3 to 4 times. relax. Now you can do a bit jogging. Just keep your hands here at your chest and then jog. You can see Haruka is doing like this. So you can please do like this. If you have a severe backache, then you should not do, otherwise it is very good. Now relax. There are four types of jogging, but today I will tell you about only one type, and tomorrow I will do the next one also. Now be ready for sun salutation, Surya Namaskar, and we will do a bit faster today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you can lie down, please, and relax your whole body. Try to relax your breath. Try to normalize your breath. Watch your breath, observe your breath. Just be aware of your breath. And then stand up, please. Keep your legs apart, sideways, and do Trikonasana. Lift your arms up in the sideways and then bend right. Hold here for a few seconds, as much as you can do comfortably. Hold here. Relax. Other side. Asako, you have to keep more gap between your legs. More gaps. Relax. And then make more gap between your legs in the sideways, and your right foot should be towards 90-degree. Bend your right knee. Keep your both arms up and then bend your body towards right. Try to keep your side of the body on the right thigh. It should rest on the right thigh. Both arms should be together. You can see Haruka on the screen, and whenever you like, you can relax. Then you do the other side. You can see the Haruka on the screen, please. Yeah, very right. Correct. Ultimately, your this side should rest on the thigh. And whenever you like, you can relax, please. Relax completely. Now, be ready for warrior pose. Keep your legs apart, sideways and backways. And now I have told you two variations of warrior pose. Keep your arms back and fold your arms like this in your back. You have to fold it like this in the back. And then bend your right knee. And now you have to touch from your nose to your foot, right foot. Try to touch it. But keeping your arms in the back. And whenever you like, you can relax and do the same thing other side. Yeah, without keeping a lot of gap between your legs, you cannot touch from your nose or from your forehead to your foot or the ground. You can even touch the ground also from your forehead, whatever you like. and then relax. You can relax by yourself. It's for you to decide when to relax. And after this, we will do the next pose that is called Hanuman Asana. That is called split. You have to split your legs forward and backward with the support of your hands. In the beginning, you have to do with the support of your hands. Haru, I cannot see your legs. So, yeah, yeah. Now well. So please do now. Yeah, very good, very nice. You are very flexible. Oh, so try to do it daily. Then you can sit after sometimes. Only after 1 week you can sit, please. Very good, very good. Haruka, your daughter is not doing today. Yeah, she's sitting there only. Now you can relax and do the other side. Do the other side, please. This is called Hanumanasana. Saya, you have to keep your back knee up to the ground. Back knee should not be on the ground. If back knee is on the ground, then you cannot split. And there is no stretch in your legs because it takes rest there. So keep your back knees up the ground. Now you can relax. And after this, you do the Samkonasana. You have to split it in the sideways. Very good. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, Suko, you have to do as much as you can do comfortably. Don't strain yourself. And then relax. Now, please sit down. Take few deep and long breaths just to make your body and mind very relaxed. You have just to think that I have done nothing. It was it is my body which have done these postures. I am not body. Just as suppose, imagine you have a servant and you ask the servant to do something. Only you asked him or her to do something. And the servant did the work. So when servant did the work, you did not get tired. In the same way, body is your servant. You are not body. We are soul, we are consciousness. So you have to instruct the body to do it. So body can get tired, but you should not get tired. So if you will do like this, then you will never get tired and you will never get sad. You will never get in misery. You will never get in happiness or sadness. You will be all the time same. relaxed, composed, and in a peaceful manner. Now we will do the next one. Keep your one leg stretched in front and then you have the same leg which is in front. Keep from one hand, the same hand, touch it, and the other hand should come from up to your body, side of the body, and then your chest should be towards the roof and your head should also be towards the roof. You have to see the roof. This is called Parivritta Janu Sirasana. So you have to retain it here as long as you can do comfortably. And whenever you like, you can relax. In this pose, you can watch your breath also. So this is very good for your sides. Side muscles, they get stretched. And whenever you like, you can relax. Now the other side, please. Other side, please. Akiko, your upper hand should also come towards this leg. So try to keep, but it should come at your ears, not from the forward side. Yeah. Very good. Yasuko, you are doing very well. Now you can relax whenever you like. You all can relax whenever you like. You have not to force at all. So relax now and sit on the Vajrasana. That variation of the Vajrasana in which your hips are placed between your heels. Okay? Watch your breath. Take 1 or 2 deep and long breaths. Now you do the second variation of Vajrasana. You sit at your heels. Keep your heels together and toes together and sit at your heels. Sit here for a few seconds, as much as you can do very comfortably. Take few deep and long breaths. And now sit in the Manduk Mudra. In the Manduk Mudra, your heels should be together, but your feet should be in the sideways. Yeah, try to, very good Ashoko, very good. Yeah, nice. Saya, you are not doing very good, Hiromi, very good. Yeah, and if your knees are not comfortable, you can keep your knees apart also. This is called Manduk Mudra or Manduki Mudra. You can keep your knees apart, but if you are comfortable with the knees together, then that's okay, that's the best. And whenever you like, you can relax. And ultimately, after this, you have to lie down back on the Manduk Mudra. try to lie down back on the Manduk Mudra. Mio, lie down. Then you can relax, please. Relax completely. Take few deep and long breaths. Be aware of your all the breaths at this time. And always remember, awareness is the key. So try to be aware all the time. At every moment, you have to be aware. The more you are aware, the more concentration increases. And not only concentration, your personality level increases. Your patience, your peace, they all increases. Your compassion level, they all increases. Now relax, please, and sit on the Padmasana. Lotus pose. And in this lotus pose, you have to keep your palms in the side of your body and lift your body up. Lift your body up. Akiko, you are not lifting your body. You are tired. Yeah, lift your body, please. You should lift it as much as possible. Ultimately, it should come here. So then your arms strength will increase. Yeah, very good. Haruka, very good. So this is Utthit Padmasana or Lolasana. Now the next one is Baddha Padmasana. In the Baddha Padmasana, you have to keep your one arm back and touch the toes of the leg, that side of the leg, and other arm also should be back and touch the other leg's toes. Try to touch it or hold it as whatever you can do comfortable. And if you cannot do from both sides, you try to do first from the one side. With the help of both hands, try to do from the one side. Yeah, very good. Relax. And after this, we will do Bakasana, crow pose. First, you do the crow movement and then crow pose. Crow movement is really the best for your hips and thighs muscles. So they will improve, then your flexibility will improve. In fact, we are non-flexible. Our body is rigid from only this place, hips, pelvic, and abdominal. But when we move over it, our this place gets opened, muscles gets opened, and then your flexibility level will increase. No, first you move on the crow pose. First you move. Go forward for a few meters and then go back, and then you have to do this pose. Crow moving. Yeah, Saya crow moving. You can see Asko. How is she doing? On the screen, you see how is she doing. You have to do like this, like her. Yeah, and you can do as much as you can do very comfortably. You have not to strain much, but you have to do this. Definitely, really speaking, it is one of the best pose to increase your flexibility. But you have not to strain, you have not to do a lot, a much, as much as you can do very comfortably. And then after this, you can do the crow pose. So please now do crow pose. Yeah, very nice. Crow pose. And then relax. Now after crow pose, we will do halasana. So please be ready for halasana. Lie down and make your body ready for halasana. Yeah, very nice. And now please start doing halasana. When you are going in the halasana, you can take the support of your hands on your waist. But when you are in the eventual pose of the halasana, then you have to keep your arms down on the ground. And you have to feel here. You see the muscles which are getting pressed here, which are getting stretched here, they are very important muscles. And when your awareness increases, then the life force in that muscles increases. Blood circulation in that muscle increases. So in both ways, it helps. And whenever you like, you can relax. But when you want to relax, you have to take the support of your arms on your back and then relax, please. Yeah, Hiromi, this is also the right way to relax. But I mean, you have to come very slowly and gradually. Just as when you have gone in the pose very slowly and gradually, in the same way you have to withdraw it also. And after this, you have to be ready for Sarvangasana, means shoulder stand. So now please do shoulder stand, but try to keep your body and legs very straight as possible. Yeah, Haruka, very well. Haruka, very well. Mio, very well. Ayumi, try more. Haru, yeah, very good, Haru. Yasuko, very nice. Hiromi, very good. Akiko, you are also good, but your leg should go back more. Hip should come forward and leg should go back. Yeah, now better, now better. Very good, very good, very good. Sai, I cannot see you. And whenever you want to relax, you can relax, please. Relax now completely. Take few deep and long breaths. Be fully aware. Remember, you can never get tired because soul or consciousness does not do anything. It is the body which does. So body can feel tired, but you should not feel tired because you are not body. And then after this, you do please Matsyasana. In the Matsyasana, your this part of the head should be on the ground. So your upper spine is up to the ground. Your upper spine makes a arch in your spine. You can see Hiromi like doing this on the screen. She is doing it on the Padmasana. You can do it without Padmasana also. Her upper part of the head is on the ground, so spine gets up to the ground. It gets lifted to the ground. Yeah, you can see her very well. Yeah, she is doing very well. And whenever you like to relax, you can relax. So after Sarvangasana, you have to do this. This is a counter pose of Sarvangasana. If you do this, then definitely your uh, neck, it gets strong. Otherwise, only neck gets forward bending, and if it doesn't get backward bending just after it, then your neck may get weak and you can get problems in your neck. So you have to do it really, in fact. Now after this, be ready for headstand now. You can take the support of a wall or you can do by yourself, but you have to try every day. Very good, Haru. You are doing very well. Yeah. This is also called trying. So only by trying we can do it. Without trying, how can we do it? Just as when we are child, our mother gives some helps to move us, to make us move, to make us walk. But if we do not try, then mother also cannot help us. So you have to try. Every day you have to try. Then after few weeks you can do by yourself without the support of anything. Very nice. Very nice. I appreciate. How do I appreciate your effort? It's very, really very nice. Yeah, Akiko, it's really very nice. You are also doing Hiromi. You are also doing very well. Yeah. But you have to do it daily, even after lockdown also. You see, I will tell you some, I will give you some uh, tips after the lockdown, and you have to do it half an hour daily. Only some poses and some breathing exercises for half an hour. Then you can give half an hour for it. You can see a capsule for half an hour. And when you relax, you please lie down on child pose. You please lie down on child pose. And now please sit down. And you have to do chakrasana after this. So please do chakrasana. Lie down on your back, bend your legs at the knee, and keep the heels just near to your hips. And arm should go back in here like the shoulder. And then you have to lift your whole body on your palms and your soles, feet. You can see Mio like this. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Whatever you do, you can do comfortably, you have to do it. You have not to strain, but you have to do effort. Without effort, it's not possible. And whenever you like, now you can relax, please. Relax completely, take one deep and long breath. And now please sit down and be ready for Kapalbhati. So please be seated on any pose. Best Padmasana or Siddhasana, and your body unmoved. Keep your spine, neck and head erect. And now do Kapalbhati. For the Kapalbhati and Bhastrika, Padmasana is the best. But if you cannot do Padmasana, then no problem. So please now start. 30 times each nostril. The same thing other side. Both nostrils together. Okay, this is called Kapalbhati. Today, I will tell you some new tips. In fact, it is my fault that I have not told you before. But you see, we should know it when to practice yoga and when not to practice yoga. There are some conditions for practicing yoga. The first condition is this, that you should be empty stomach. Suppose you are doing in the market in the morning, then your stomach is empty. You have not eaten in the morning. It happens normally. Suppose you take 1 glass of water, then after half an hour you should do. Or 2 glass of waters, after half an hour you have to do the practice of yoga. And not only this, your bladder should also be empty. With full bladder, you have not to do yoga poses or yoga pranayams, breathing exercises. You can do meditation, but in the poses or in the breathing exercises where there is a pressure here, you have not to do it with full of a bladder. And the third thing, your intestine should also be empty. Means you have to pass your stool, then after this you have to do this. But it doesn't mean that suppose in the morning there are some persons who cannot pass their stools, they have know their habits, then you can do simple poses. So this is the three conditions you have to follow it. But suppose you want to do the yoga in the evening, so in the daytime you eat something, so in that case you have to take the gap of 3 hours. Suppose you do lunch at 2 p.m., then you can do yoga at 5 p.m. Just after 3 hours you can do yoga. Okay, so now we will start again doing another breathing exercise. So please do after this Agnishar Pranayam 3 times. So now please do start. I will see you. I will check today. I will not do myself. I will only check you. So please do Agnishar. And after every Agnishar, you have to inhale deep and hold the breath inside. Yeah, very good. You are doing very well. Asupa, I cannot see you fully. I can see your only head, not the body. Yeah, now I can see. Now I can see. So if you have done 3 rounds, then after this, we have to do Nadi Shodhan for 5 rounds. So please do Nadi Shodhan for 5 rounds. And it is for you to decide whether you want to do Nadi Shodhan with the Nadi Shodhan Bandha also. You can add the Bandha or you cannot add. It's for you to decide. So please do now the Nadi Shodhan 5 rounds. You are not straight, Ayumi. You have to be straight. Yeah, sit straight. Yeah, when 5 rounds are complete, then I have to tell you some new mudra today. We have discussed many types of mudras. They are all very beneficial for us. So we cannot do all the mudras on the very one day. I mean, in one day it is not possible because we cannot give lot of times 2, 3 hours, 4 hours only for yoga. We can give not more than 1 hour in our daily to day life. In 24 hours, we should give 1 hour for our own self. And if we give 1 hour, then in 1 hour, only in 1 hour, all the mudras cannot do. If you don't do postures, if you don't do breathings, you only do mudra, then you cannot do mudra only in 1 hour. So we can do 2, 3 mudras in one day. Suppose you did some mudra today, then you have not to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow you can do some other mudra. So they, in fact, like our food, if we take one food daily, suppose we take rice and pulse daily, so our body will get weak because we cannot get all the nutrients, vitamins, proteins. In one thing, all the vitamins are not there. Nature has given many things, many all the proteins in different items. In the same way, we have to do these mudras One day some new mudras, and next day other mudra, and after 4 5 days you again repeat this mudra. So we can do variations. Today I will tell you about three mudras, new mudras. The one is Khechari mudra. Khechari mudra is really a very nice mudra. This mudra helps us to talk less. Mostly we all talk unnecessarily. So how to talk less, one thing. And the other thing, how to make your taste better. Whatever you eat, your taste should be more and more better. So your taste buds get better. So how to do it? It is from your tongue. You have to keep your tongue, like suppose my tongue is like this, it is my tongue. So you have to bend it, like you have to fold it like this. My tongue is this, and we have to fold it up. And not only fold, try to keep it more inside like this. Okay. And not only this, you keep it inside and open your mouth a bit. And then breathe in. And when you breathe in like this with open mouth, then you make a sound. And when you exhale, you make also sound, you also exhale from your mouth. Inhale from mouth, exhale from mouth. Okay, with uh, folded tongue like this. And now you listen me. When you inhale, there is sound of shh. And when you exhale, there is sound of like this. So you please do 2 rounds. So this is called Khechari Mudra. Khechari. Now the other one is Kaki Mudra. Kaki is for crow. Just as we do crow pose, crow movement, there is a crow breathing also. Because crow breathes also. So how does he breathes? You have to make your mouth like a crow, a circle, and keep your this lips a bit forward. Press it forward like this, and then make it a circle, and then inhale from your mouth with this sound. And when you inhale fully, you hold here the breath, and then close your mouth. And after this, you have to exhale through nostril. So you please do it. Hold. And then exhale from nostril. Again, inhale through your mouth with crow mouth. These two mudras are very good for your face. It gives you glow in your face. You need not need any beauty items for glow in your face. This is really one of the best mudras for our face. And not only this, this is the best for our relaxing our brain also. So you will not get irritated, you will not get anger, you will not get fear. So really this is very good. And the third one is Akasi Mudra. Sorry, the third one is Yoni Mudra. In the Yoni Mudra, you have to, it is for your fingers. First, your thumb, you have to keep your thumb here in your ears. You have just to listen first. You don't do otherwise. How can you listen when you close your ears? So you have to close this one, thumb in your ears, and this first finger here. Okay, this first finger should be here. And now the second finger should be on your nostril, nose. And the third and fourth fingers, they should be upper lips. Third should be in the upper lips, and fourth finger should be on the lower lips. So now first you see me. First here, first finger here, second finger here, third and fourth here. Then you have not to close anyone, just only keep it here. Now you have to inhale through nostril, because if you press it, then how can you inhale from nostril? So you have not to press, you have just to keep it here, then inhale. And now you close this and this, everything. And when you want to exhale, you relax this, your second finger, and then exhale from nostril. And even you can inhale from your mouth also. Inhale from mouth, close all the organs. And when you want to exhale, you can exhale from the nostril, just relax it and exhale it. This is called Yon Mudra or Khanmukhi Mudra. So this is really one of the best mudras we are doing, but not better than the Mahamudra. Mahamudra is the best. So now you please lie down. We will practice it tomorrow. I have just made you to see how to do this. Close your eyes and relax your face. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your forehead, cheeks, and chin. Relax your head, skull. Then relax your brain. Visualize every neurons of your brain are getting relaxed. Then relax your neck. And after this, relax your shoulders, upper arms, wrist, forearms, palms and fingers. Then relax your back. Try to relax your back completely. Try to relax your spine. Try to relax your chest and abdomen. Try to relax your legs fully, completely. You have relaxed your body completely. Your body has 5 layers. The first layer is skin, and under the skin there is second layer. Just below the skin layer, there is our muscles layer. Just visualize the muscles of your body, all the muscles of your body. And the third layer is your blood vessels and nerves. They are inside the muscles, and there is a net of these nerves and blood vessels in your whole body. Just as electric wire, they are inside your body. And then the fourth layer is your bone. Just visualize your all the bones in the body, how the body is with the bones only. And then come inside the bone, fifth layer, there are bone marrows. And this bone marrows, they produce blood corpuscles, red blood corpuscles and white blood corpuscles. So this is our bone marrows which produces these blood corpuscles. So these are the 5 layers of our body. You have relaxed all these 5 layers. Now your body is relaxed, but remember you are not body. You are not mind also. Mind is your instrument, just as body is your instrument. Mind is your servant. But due to ignorance, mind has become our master. This is the real cause of all misery in our life. You have to establish mastery over your mind. To make mastery over your mind, you have to meditate. Just start meditating, but for the meditation, the best thing is you have to sit down and sit in any posture. Please sit down and sit in any posture, either Padmasana, Siddhasana, or Shukhasana. Keep your spine, neck, and head erect, eyes closed relaxedly, and then watch your inner screen. Watch your inner screen. Only focus on your inner screen. Keep your body still and focus on the inner screen. Watch your inner screen with unmoved body, a still body. And now stop observing your inner screen, but take a pledge in yourself for awareness all the time in our life. Only this pledge will help you to improve your personality, to improve your efficiency in your work, and to improve your relationships, to improve everything in your life. So now take one deep and long breath. With the deep and long breath, now rub your palms and keep your palms on your closed eyes. Keep your arms down and open your eyes. So you can change your posture if you like. but better practice for half an hour daily in this pose. So now it is okay for today. We will meet tomorrow. Okay. Namaste.